Let's start this all over again. You ready? Welcome to episode 47 of Draw With Me Kids edition. Eevee, we're going to celebrate World Pokemon Day with one of our favorite Pokemons because it can turn into so many different things. We're going to start off our week like we normally do with some pictures that we drew last week. And we were so excited. We got a few pictures sent to us from one of our regular viewers of them having some fun doing the show with us too. So that was kind of cool.
This is my bamboo hat.
Uh-huh.
And my character.
Uh-huh. This was our free draw last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is my and then there's my turtles and my bamboo.
That's right, because we got a request
And
to
the
draw
bamboo
some turtle, sea turtle, and a giraffe, so we did.
And there's bamboo herbal tea.
Do you want to tell our friends why you drew bamboo? Maybe they already know.
I love pandas.
Yeah. We love pandas. You say no, that's okay.
Should do that.
Here's
This is my mom's giraffe and her turtle.
my quick draw giraffe.
They're so cute.
And my turtle. I think I got Wisp in there too somewhere.
I know.
Oh, there she is.
Thanks, Chris.
It's always a challenge for me because I'm trying to draw on the camera. And I'm at an angle, so my characters don't always come across the way that I would like them to.
What are you doing?
I'm just going to come up here to switch over to split screen. You can close Wisp. So today we're going to do Eevee for World Pokemon Day. It also happens to be Wear Pink, National Wear Pink Day. Does anybody know why we wear pink today? What message we're trying to get across by wearing pink? I'm not wearing pink, unfortunately, because I don't own actually any pink. Oh, I have one shirt that's pink. It's dirty though. I'm kind of sad about that. So why do we wear pink? What are we celebrating, for lack of a better word, today?
You want me to answer?
Yeah, go for it.
Anti-bullying.
That's right. That's right. Sending a message to say that we are not about bullying. We don't like to bully. We don't like seeing other people bullied. I'm going to start with the first steps for all of our friends who are going to wait. And you can catch up because I know you know how to draw Eevee really well. So we're going to start off with a circle or a rounded square. Espeon is sleeping. You're going to bring in a Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
Who happens to be one of the evolutions of Eevee. So we start with a rounded square or rounded rectangle, kind of a circle, but it's sort of, there's flatter edges. Eevee has a square head with round edges. And I like to mark out where the tuft goes of their neck, their fur tuft. So I draw an oval around their neck, which I'm going to erase later. Just to mark where I'm going to do that.
I'm going to draw some of the evolutions.
Okay. I'm going to start first with Eevee.
Evolution faces.
And then what we're going to do, next step for Eevee, these are just using our basic shapes. Make, I guess, a leaf shape is the best shape to describe it. There are two round curves that meet and a point at one corner, and then another one just like it on the other side, sort of like rabbit ears. Just like that. And while we're talking about Eevee,
I have some trivia.
or Eevee, do you ever have a trivia question for us?
Yeah. How many evolutions or evolutions does an Eevee have? 3, 8, or 12?
3, 8, or 12. I do know that they have multiple evolutions. I actually know the answer to this one too, but I'll help friends walk it through. So now we got those, and you're thinking about how many evolutions Eevee has. Go on to the next step. We're going to do an Eevee sitting down. So we're going to draw an almost triangle.
We're going to answer that. We should answer that question at the end when I'm done drawing all of them, because that'd be like the answer.
Well, since we've asked the question right off the bat, maybe we'll answer it sooner than right at the end, but you start drawing and see how many you can get to. So you're drawing almost, if you're doing a sitting Eevee, you're drawing an almost triangle, which is going to be the legs. And then you're going to draw sort of a straight line and then half circles for the paws that are sort of pressed together, just like that. And then half circles for the haunches, kind of like if you see your dog or your cat sit, if you've got a pet. We don't have a pet, but we've seen dogs and cats sit. And then another little straight line with a semicircle for the back feet. And this is looking a little bit like you'd expect a sitting Eevee to look like, right? So far, Miss Rainbows has drawn 2 evolutions. When we talked about Espiona, just Espion, so that's at least 3. And then we're going to draw.
We talked about an Espeon. I've drawn an Umbreon and a Sylveon.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a Vaporeon here.
You've got a Vaporeon. That's 4, so 3 is not the right answer. And then I've drawn 2 ovals for the eyes, where the Eevee eyes are. And a little dot for the nose, and then like the number 3 lying on its side for its mouth. Is this looking like Eevee so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have only been on for 10 minutes. Maybe it's going to post all of that crazy stuff that we were doing at the beginning.
Oh no.
That would be kind of weird. You get to see us being weird. I doubt that's the case though. And I like to shape my Eevee face and give Eevee just a little bit of a cheek. So just a little rounded edge and then straight up. And then if you're really cute, trying to do cute, you could give your Eevee a chin if you want to. But I don't think they have that much of a chin. Just sort of round. There's my little Eevee. And the little cheeks. Don't worry, I'll go over these lines again and show you sort of some of the places where the shapes are, because I'll be using my marker when I trace back. So I do a very similar shape to these, for the big Eevee tail, just like that, in the back. And little eyebrows, however you want to make them. You can make them on the sides for surprise. You can make them mischievous little Eevee. It just depends on what expression you want. I think this guy is just going to be normal. Normal Eevee. And then you cut that oval almost in half with a curve. Eevees have interesting eyes, and then a little tiny white dot, the direction that you want your Eevee to look in. You can color in that. And then brown for the eyes. Now, Eevees are fuzzy, right? They're sort of furry, right? So this little neck tuft that I've created, you can start adding lines to it to give that furry and a little tiny triangle at the bottom. Don't go too many lines on the neck tuft because I find that just makes it look over hairy instead of fluffy. So it just sort of gives it that fluff. And then the tail has a little jagged line like this right across to give that super fluffy tip. There. We've almost got a completed Eevee. And then we do the interior, so you sort of do a little triangle at the bottom of the ear, and then follow the same shape that you created on the outside to give the interior of the ear. And then the last little bit of an Eevee is some fuzzy hair at the top.
And the Eevees have kind of like their tail. The very tip of their ears have a little white fluff.
For real? I don't think they did.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Eevee has a little white tuft on him?
A little itty bitty
What?
bit on their ears.
Just right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see if you look at the evolution, some of them, like Soyeon, have the little parts of their ear.
I have the parts of the ears are, divided like that. That's
It's a
absolutely right.
little part of it.
Actually, Eevee does not.
For
You could add that if you wanted to, though. There's Eevee. Showing a picture of Eevee.
And
Yeah.
female Eevees have a little bit of.
You can put that on
Like fur.
if you want to add to your creation. Absolutely. Absolutely. So there is just a basic Eevee. So we've already asked the question, but Sophia Miss Rainbows is drawing the answer to. Hello.
No.
Sophia is drawing the answer to our trivia question, which is how many evolutions does Eevee have? And we had 3, 8, or 12, right?
Yeah.
And so far she's drawn 5. So stay tuned for the answer. Your next trivia question while you're thinking about this one is what region is Eevee originally from in Pokemon?
Do we have options?
Do you have options? The Galar region, the Kanto region, or the Johto region? What region is Eevee originally from? I'm going to make this little guy.
This is hard.
Well, if you know what the very first Pokemon game was set in, what region the first Pokemon's game is set in, you can answer this.
I think I know it.
Because these guys came from the very first game. And at that time, they only had 3 evolutions. Since we've already determined there's more than 3, and give that question away. So let's make this Eevee. Eevee.
Eevee.
Eevee. Put the black outline so you can sort of see where things go. So what region is Eevee originally from?
I think it's the Kanto.
Johto, Kanto, or Galar region are your choices. Ms. Rainbows thinks it is the Kanto region. Is she right, guys?
She's not asked me these questions before, by the way.
No, I haven't.
It's hard. I think it's Johto or Kanto. I'm pretty sure it's Kanto, but I know that it's one of those two because I read Pokemon guidebooks. But I don't remember if Eevee is Johto or Kanto.
One of the things you can do with your own Eevees too is you can even flatten the eye just a little bit here, and it gives it more of a happy look, like they're smiling, super smiling. If you want to give your Eevee like a little like eyelashes, you could do that too. Making it a girl Eevee, I don't know. That is a simple way to draw an Eevee that is sitting down.
Remember the Jolteons have really itty bitty ears. Itty bitty little ears.
Because the rest of them is so...
Their mane is so huge.
Mane is huge. So the answer is the Kanto region. You're absolutely right, Miss Rainbows.
Yeah, because I think Johto came after Kanto.
Yep. And
I'm
Galar is the most recent one, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's from Sword and Shield.
Never heard of that.
Kind of a British-based one, I think. Anyway, so the answer is the Kanto region. Since we know that there are more than 3 evolutions, and I already gave it away that there were 3 originally when it was in the first game, can anybody name the 3 that Eevee first evolved into?
I'm gonna give you guys a hint because there's no options.
Yeah.
These are the ones I've drawn, and I've drawn all 3. I've drawn a Sylveon, an Umbreon, a Leafeon, a Vaporeon, a Jolteon, and a Flareon. I've drawn
so it's one of those guys, is it?
I've drawn all of them.
Okay.
I know the answer to this. I have a Poke chart downstairs.
Oh.
And since it's the older version, it's only showing
Those 3.
Those 3.
Yep. I made mine with little eyelashes. Why not? This is my Eevee.
I don't know if I spelled that right. And then there's Jolteon. Yeah, that's one of them.
Jolteon is definitely one of them.
Is it Espeon like that or Espeon?
Espeon with an E.
With the E?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
That is weird.
I have Espeon.
There we go.
There's Jolteon, Vaporeon, and
Jolteon, Vaporeon.
could you help me out? I've drawn Umbreon, Sylveon, Leafeon, Flareon, Vaporeon, and then Jolteon.
Mm-hmm.
And besides Espeon, which one have I not drawn?
What is it doing outside right now?
Oh.
And Flareon is the 3rd one that we're looking for. Very good. Your dad knows his Pokemon, by the way. So Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon were the original 3 evolutions of Eevee.
Evolutions.
Since we know there's more than 3,
If you guys
and
heard
less
me earlier,
than 12,
I will tell you. Here. I've drawn 6 on the other page. I'm going to draw 2 on this page. How many am I going to draw?
Well, it's a math question now instead of... Since you know that the answer is probably more than 3, and if I'm doing my math right, it would be 8. So there are 8 evolutions. 7 if evolutions. 7 if you are only playing Pokemon Go. Because they have not introduced Sylveon, the fairy Pokemon. The fairy version. I'm going to put Vaporeon Mimikyu up here. My next question, my next trivia question related to Eevee is, what Pokemon type out of my ones that I'm going to give you?
No, I have another one related to Pokemon. To Eevee types. Evolution types.
Is Eevee not an evolution of? It doesn't have an evolution for.
No, but that might give away my problem, though.
Oh, we'll find out, won't we? Is it a rock type? A ghost type? A poison type? Or all of the above?
You want to answer that? But that's...
Hopefully that doesn't give away your question.
That gives away my question entirely.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You can still ask it. This is... Oh, I did this wrong. Is this dark? Yeah, this is darker brown. Oh, it's sort of purpley. Sort of maroon. I'll make that as the shade here. It's actually very light brown that we would use for parts that I'm coloring in right now. I just don't have any variety of brown, so I'll use a purpley color. Why not? Give the illusion.
I feel like I'm mistaking my Eevee illusions.
Sorry, I'm gonna check. Yep. Make sure you're on your screen when you go back, because I played with your where the mouse is. I'm gonna put some purpley, darker purpley over top just to give it, bring that color together.
Okay, no, I'm not mistaken.
So the answer, what is not an evolution of Eevee, is all of the above. Eevee is a variety of other types. Can be a variety of other types in their evolution, but not ghost, poison, and rock. Although, wouldn't it be kind of cool to have a ghost Eevee? Ghost type Eevee? I think it would be cool. I love ghost type Pokemon, you can tell. If you guys have watched this before, you know I love ghost type Pokemon. Alright, I don't have a brown. It's going to work very well here, so I'll just use this brown. Just use the brown I've already used. Without the purple.
Your ears are kind of like this.
There. There is my sweetie pea. Glaceon looks a bit like she's wearing glasses, or he's wearing glasses.
It's because I made her eyes big.
I love it.
I'll ask my question.
Okay, ask your question. I'm going to make some grass for this little Eevee.
It's basically the opposite.
Oh, okay.
What types can Eevee evolve to be?
What Pokemon types can Eevee evolve into? That's a really good question. You just have to take a look at Miss Rainbow's picture, and if you can identify them, you might be able to guess. What I like about some of these Pokemon designs is that sometimes just by looking at the Pokemon, you can tell what type it is. Because they sort of add things that make them look like the type they are. Look at all that snow down there. There's a lot of snow. Miss Rainbows was using her kindness. Today she helped our neighbor chop some ice off of the thingamajig, the sewer drain. So the types of Pokemon that Eevee can evolve into, are you ready? Go for it.
Sylveon is fairy type. Umbreon, dark type. Leafeon is grass type. Yeah, grass type.
Grass type.
Flareon is fire type. Jolteon is lightning type. Vaporeon is water type. Espeon is psychic type. And Glaceon is ice type. And Eevee itself is normal.
Is a normal type Pokemon. Oh, it's our answering machine kicking in. Somebody calling long distance. Not really calling us. Probably just selling stuff. Oh, it's Grandpa. We're going to have to give Grandpa a call back. Da, da, da. There we go. There's my Eevee. So did you say all of them? Yeah, you did. I got distracted by the phone ringing. I'm so silly. I'm so silly.
My little Eevee here is distracted by her own talk.
I love that you added an Eevee. So, last trivia question of the day. And then we're going to pack up our stuff soon. Last trivia question.
Wow.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's almost 4:30. So, the last trivia question of the day. How old is Pokemon? Is it 10 years old? Is it 20 years old? Or is it 25 years old? Give or take a year or two, because I don't think we're celebrating the actual age this year. But we're close.
25?
You say 25? Say 25?
Yeah.
Let's see what our friends have to say. 10, 20, or 25 years old. I feel like we just celebrated one of these not long ago. Reality is, we're moving on to the next one. Is that too much of a clue that it's not 10? I mean, it might not be 5. Or 10? 10, I said 10. 20, 25.
I know it's not 10 except that'd be actually not.
Be as old as you. And you
Oh,
know,
here.
I played it before you were around.
Yeah.
The actual answer is we're about to celebrate 25 years of Pokemon. That's right. It's coming up soon.
I didn't know it was that old. I'm like, it's probably, I think it's right in the middle of 2025. Or like 24. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty soon. If not this year. I think it's this year. Thank you. I think sometime this year we're celebrating 25 years of Pokemon. Which makes me feel really old. But Pokemon is still not older than your mom. Right?
You're older than Google.
It's true, though. I am older than Google. Ouch.
I don't know.
But yes, I'm older than Google. I'm not older than Dirt, though. Just for the record. I'm old, but I'm not older than Dirt.
You'd be older than the dinosaur.
That's right. It would be ancient.
You'd be more than 7 billion years old.
The Earth is only 4 billion years old. So
Oh.
that would be how old I was. So, you ready to switch over? Let's do it. There's my Eevee. Again, because I'm stretched in a weird angle, I think I made her a little taller than I would have liked to. Whoa, you're giving me a headache here. Ready, go. Beep, 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 beep. Take a look at your Pokemon here. You show off your Pokemon for a second.
I've met Poyon, Jolteon, Flareon, Leafeon, Umbreon, Sylveon. There's my Eevee, Espeon, and Glaceon.
I like that you use the circle for their heads. That's really awesome. It's really good.
Thanks for watching Jaws May Kids Edition, episode 47, Eevees and Eeveelutions. If you enjoyed, please like the video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. That way you'll never miss another Jaws May Kids Edition. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Bye!